One of the things I'm really sick of, I'm sick and tired of hearing people say that they're against the war, but they support the troops. I don't even know what that means. It's not really an opinion, it's a bumper sticker, and I'm sick and tired of it. I know that charisma of Barack Obama has pushed the war in Iraq right off the front page, but the reality is, American men and women are still fighting, and they are still dying in Iraq and Afghanistan every single day. I have 2 family members currently serving. Chances are you have family members that are serving, or you know somebody who's over there as well. That's why my disgust is beyond, it's spit right out of my mouth for Berkeley, California and their city council. They told Marine recruiters that they weren't invited or welcome in Berkeley. Good. Then defend yourself, Berkeley. You know, I don't get it. I work for peace, love, and diversity and understanding, and yet you don't want the people who have given you that right. They've now eased their stance a bit and finally recognized the Marines' right to be in Berkeley, but the city council restated their opposition to the war, recognized the Marines, but support the troops and militant zombies like Code Pink. I hate Berkeley, California. But that's just a diverse opinion, isn't it, Berkeley? First Lieutenant Peter Hegseth is the Executive Director for Vets for Freedom. You know what? They didn't just say, while they said they supported the troops, you know this, Pete, they also said that they were unwelcomed intruders in Berkeley, California. How do you connect these two thoughts?
You can't connect these two thoughts. You know what? They wouldn't even apologize for what they said. They said, frankly, they actually said, a couple of the members said they are still unwelcomed in the community. And, you know, they said the council officially opposes their presence still in the city. So they can't backtrack. They only backtracked rhetorically.
Okay.
And this whole nonsense about mission and troops being separated, it's impossible. You couldn't have said it better myself.
Hang on just a second. We just had Doug Wilder on, and I didn't say anything because I like Mayor Doug Wilder from Richmond, Virginia. He's a nice guy. He disagrees with the war, but he's respectful about it. He'll make a case, yada, yada, yada. Code Pink is entirely different, and Berkeley, California put a parking zone for Code Pink right in front of the Marines recruiting station, which means that every time a recruiter has to go into their own place of business, they have to hear it from people like Code Pink. Well, that's taking it out on the troops. You can't tell me that Code Pink supports the troops by taking it out on the troops. You take it out on the people in Washington that are the pinheads that are conducting the war.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The Berkeley City Council removed the language against the troops, supposedly, but they maintained the preferential treatment for Code Pink so they can camp outside the Marine recruiting station and harass the Marine recruiters that are there to defend them. They somehow don't understand that the freedom of speech that they so embrace, as you said, is defended at the muzzle of an M16 or an M4 that those Marines tote around the world. It's amazing. And one other point, Glenn, you know what, they said that they do not support they support the military, but not recruitment. I don't really understand how that works. How do you have a military without being able to recruit new members into it? None of it makes sense.
Pete, here's the thing. I say if that's your opinion, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you ever have a natural disaster? You ever have a flood? You ever have a problem? You ever need the Marines to come into Berkeley, California? You're on your own. I say you cut all ties from Berkeley, California. If you're in a city that you can't support our military, and I'm not saying that you support their mission per se, I'm not saying that you don't stand up and you write your congressman and you say, we got to stop this war. I'm saying you can't stop your city council from putting a parking permit right in front of the recruiting station where you're harassing our troops. You get nothing from us. How come we can't do that?
Well, I mean, that's what some members of the United States Senate are doing. Senator Jim DeMint and others have put it on the desk of the president that earmarks for Berkeley, California be removed. And us at Vets for Freedom and the folks over at Move America Forward that have really been leading the charge on this are behind them all the way. Why should Berkeley receive federal funds if they're trying to kick out the very troops that defend and provide that?
But Pete, here's the thing. I know you're doing a National Heroes Tour. I've only got about 10 seconds here.
No problem.
I know you're traveling with Marcus Luttrell and a bunch of other heroes. When you're in New York City, will you please come here? I'd like to spend an hour with a few heroes.
We would be honored to. Thank you, Glenn.
You bet. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
So now tell me where I'm wrong. I don't buy this BS from these militant anti-war groups that say they're against the war, but they still support the troops. Bull crap. Agree or disagree, go to cnn.com/Glenn and cast your vote right now.